You're being unfair to yourself when you compare your life with the lives of other people. In this video, I want to share a perspective of life that can help you to be less hard on yourself and to stop comparing your wins with other people. And although in this video, I'll be making more examples of the tech career because that's the career that I'm currently in, but also this can be applicable in other areas of life too. So even if you're not a tech person, you can keep watching. Now, it's not wrong to admire people's successes, to admire their achievements and wish the same for yourself. Sometimes people's successes is even an indicator that if this person can do it, I can also do it. I've also been in such moment, I'm like, if you can grow your platform like this, I can do it also. If you can get to this point in your career, I can do it also. So it's not wrong to admire all of these things, but you should also check that it has not come to a place of comparison. I'm also not trying to promote laziness or promote mediocrity. I'm not trying to say don't be hardworking, just be slow, just take things, just chill out. No, that's not what I'm trying to promote in this video. But what I'm just trying to promote in this video is that we should give grace upon ourselves. We are trying, even if we're inspired or encouraged by the wins of other people, let's learn to also be gracious upon ourselves and to stop comparing our lives with others. Hi and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Dillion, and on my space here I share experiences in my career and I'll also be sharing experiences in my life. So if these are things you'd love to see more of, please hit the subscribe button. Comparison. As we have commonly heard, comparison is a killer of joy. In our tech careers, usually when somebody, especially your mate or even younger, is doing better than you in your tech career, you begin to feel like, what am I doing with my life? You know, we get all these moments where we're like, look at what this person is already doing at this age. Look at what I am still doing at this age. It could even be worse if you haven't even gotten a job and people are here jumping jobs and you're like, I've been in this tech thing for a while, I haven't gotten a job, I've been applying. There are so many things that when you try to compare, it could really kill your joy. But the perspective I'm trying to talk about here is, one thing I really wish we as humans could really understand is that we are different. We are unique. We are in different environments, different families, different backgrounds, different many things. Why am I saying this? I'm going to give some examples. Now, let's say you have rich parents and I do not have rich parents. Now, you having rich parents who are probably ready to fund your learnings and everything, it means you could get better internet when you are learning tech. They could get you the necessary resources. They could get you a very good laptop. They could get you a couple of equipment to improve your learning. But now for my parents who do not have all of these financial resources, there would be a limitation on the things that I can get to aid my learning. Now, what does this mean? You have access to more resources, and if you take advantage of those resources that you have, good internet and everything, you'd most likely do better in 2 months than I would do in 2 months. Now imagine I'm comparing myself with you, like, oh, we started learning tech at the same time. I was even the one that even told him that tech is a thing we can learn together. But look now, he has gone so far in his learning, he even has gotten a job I haven't yet, and blah blah blah. I'm just comparing myself based on the outward thing I am seeing, which is the achievement, but the processes for getting that achievement, if I also try to compare the processes, I would see that, oh, it actually makes sense. He has access to resources. I do not have access to resources. But that's one thing we fail to do. We just focus on the achievement itself and we ignore or we neglect the factors that contributed to that achievement. Another example I want to make here, which is also very common, which you must have seen in school. There are some people who would learn something and their brains are just so quick to catch that thing. Now, let's say I'm such a person who captures things fast, easily, and then for you, you have to really spend time on other resources just to understand something. This doesn't mean I'm better than you, or it's just a thing of, this is how my, what's the word you call it? Understanding, or I don't know why the word is not coming yet. Maybe if I remember later. But yeah, I can easily learn stuff better than you. In the space of 3-4 months, what I can learn and understand would be most likely more than what you can learn in that same period of time. So if you're now comparing yourself with me again, that we started learning at the same time, and look at where he is now and look at where I am now, you are again ignoring the factors that contributed to that achievement. This person here easily understands stuff, while it takes you more work and more time. And I'm using myself in this example here, not because I am this kind of person. I have seen people that they just watch one video and everything makes sense to them. And for me, I'm like, I'm still confused. I'm still watching like 2-3 other videos. And let me make one more example. Now, access to resources. I already talked about financial resource at the beginning, but now I'm talking about resources generally. Let's say your family has access to good networks. Let's say you even have a friend or a family in Microsoft, or let's just say in a big company, even if it's just a small company, but you have a network there that can refer you, that kind of thing. When they see that you're good enough, they can refer you. Me, I am a stranger to this person. You are a closer person to this person. So even if me and you are like very good skill wise, I believe you would be the person that they would most likely refer. Now, in cases like that where you have access to networks, I don't have access to network resources. If you get a job and I'm comparing myself with you, I'm also ignoring that you actually have access to people that can easily refer you more than I have access to networks or people that can trust my skill enough to refer me. And there are so many other examples here that I can mention, but generally, when you look at life and how we are all different in how we understand things, in our access to resources, in the kind of families that we are, there are several other factors I cannot even cover in this video. But when you consider all of these things, you'd see that if I'm comparing my achievement with this person's achievement, I'm just being unfair to myself. Even with the little resources that I have, I am trying, and it's not like this other person is not trying. With the resources that they also have, they are trying. Now I want to make one more example, which is like a personal experience, just to give more context to this video. I know it's getting longer. There was this person who came on Twitter. For me, I've been trying to grow my Twitter account, grow my audience, share content, engage with people. When this person came, in less than a week, 1,000 followers, and I was like, before you know, 2,000 followers, 3,000 followers. And then it just got to the point I was like, I've been on Twitter here, I've been trying to grow my account. You just came here and what? You're already getting all the followers. What am I doing wrong? This person, of course, was also younger. So there was this place I was now beginning to compare. Am I not doing enough? Do I have to be active all day on Twitter? What exactly is happening? This person doesn't even know me from anywhere, but I'm just the one that carried their matter on my head. But what I got to learn in the whole process was like, this person had a good foundation that aided their growth. And what do I mean? First off, they already have like, I think 20,000 followers on Instagram. They already have built this very nice audience. So with me that has less than maybe 5,000 followers, if I post on my story like follow me on Twitter, maybe just 2 people. If this person posts on their story that follow me on Twitter, maybe they could get 10 people or even more. So they already established this audience from a different platform. And also when they came on Twitter, they were also engaging more than I was engaging. I had other responsibilities that couldn't make it easy for me to really be as active as I would want on Twitter. But this other person, they were more active, maybe because they had lesser responsibilities, or maybe because they had better management of their time. I'm not trying to belittle this person's effort. I'm not trying to say, oh, it's because you already have followers here or this. What I'm just trying to point out here is I learned in the whole process that we are different. We are different. They already have a good foundation. They already have good tactics. They already know how to manage social media accounts. I am still learning, so I cannot compare my achievement, which is the follower count, with their own achievement, which is the follower count. I should also take into consideration the factors that led to this achievement. So I think I'm going to stop here with these examples. Like I said, this is not just for tech, but it applies in other areas of life. When we find our place in a situation where, or in a position where we are comparing our wins with others, let's remember that there are factors that contribute to these wins, and because factors can vary, different access to resources, different networks. Some people are even introverted, some people are extroverted, some people are more comfortable talking about their work, some people don't like talking. When you consider all these things, you just see that I should instead learn from others. I should be encouraged, I should be inspired by other people's wins and not comparing my wins with others. Like you must have heard probably in books or in an event or somewhere, your competition in life should be with yourself. Where were you yesterday? Where were you last month? Where are you today? Where should you be tomorrow, which should be in a better place than today? But if you want to have a competition with somebody else, there are other factors that you would be ignoring, and those factors, whether you like it or not, they make up for the differences. Comparison It's a killer of joy. So be more gracious upon yourself. Appreciate what you're doing today. Just take a look back at where you used to be, how far you've come. Even if it is not as much as you want it to be, also be appreciative that you are still moving up. Like I said at the beginning, this video is not to encourage laziness or anything. Of course, be hardworking, put in your best, make the best use of the resources you have at your disposal, but don't compare yourself with others. I hope this video really helps somebody. If it does, please like it and share it with any other person that you feel needs to hear this. And of course, if you'd love to see more experiences and tips I share on my channel and you haven't subscribed yet, then please subscribe. Peace.